I have a cold, so if I sound a little nasally in this video, forgive me. I hope it's not too distracting. There is some sort of weird intolerance out there that if you don't like what's going on in the modern TV landscape, that you're somehow the problem. Long-running shows like Star Trek have become very different from what they once were. And for some reason, some people cannot objectively observe that, yes, this is most definitely not the Star Trek that some of us have been watching for 40 plus years. And that if you take a beloved franchise and radically change it, that you just might lose some of the long-standing fans. I experienced some of this intolerance on a video I posted about watching Star Trek on an old CRT television. In that video, I commented that the only Star Trek that exists in my world is TOS, Next Gen, DS9, and Voyager. And for all of you who commented that I missed including Enterprise on that list, it's fair enough to include it. Although personally I am not a fan of Enterprise, I have nothing against the show. Overall, that video did very well, and the vast majority of people responded well to it. And conversations that took place in the comments section were generally constructive. Now, I don't like to take a magnifying glass to things that only represent a very small fraction of the voices out there, because I think that gives those voices more attention than they deserve. But here I am. Here are 2 comments out of over 260 comments on this video that had a very different reaction.
Got a whole 37 seconds in before I got to the boomer BS Star Trek take and had to bail. Too bad. Looks like it would have been a good video. Ah well. I was interested in this video for about 30 seconds. I bailed when you said, because in my world, that's all the Star Trek there is. Your world sucks. I'm out.
I'm assuming the 2 people who made those comments are Star Trek fans. After all, they commented on a video about Star Trek. Isn't Trek about tolerance and understanding? Again, I'm not disparaging NuTrek, only saying that it's not in my world. It's not for me. Not that it shouldn't exist, not that people can't enjoy it. Simply that I don't care for it. Oh, and for clarification, I'm not a boomer. I'm Gen X. I'm an 80s kid. To explore this further, take for example my love of Doctor Who. I really like David Tennant and Matt Smith, but I'm not really a fan of Christopher Eccleston and some of the other newer Doctors. Again, is that boomer BS? What if there's a show I don't like at all? Am I supposed to like all shows? Are we supposed to be bland carbon copies of each other with no distinct personalities, and we're all just supposed to watch show and consume product? I'm trying really hard here not to come off all whiny and everything, because honestly, leave whatever comments you want to leave, have whatever opinions you want to have. I'm just having a small commentary here that it's okay for other people to not like what you like. I do have some very strong opinions about the newer Star Trek shows, but to date I haven't made any videos or definitive statements regarding that, other than this video here. Although I have a script written that goes down that rabbit hole, and I'm debating if that's content I want to put on my channel or not, because I'm sure a video like that is going to bring some heat. But I think it's an interesting topic to explore, so it's probably going to make the light of day at some point, especially if anyone cares to comment that that's something they're interested in hearing my perspectives on. I suppose I'm making this video to sort of feel those waters out a bit. You see, there's no manual to running a YouTube channel. You have to try different things and see what works and what doesn't work. So far, people seem to like me yapping on about classic Doctor Who, DVDs, old TVs, and the like. But do they want to hear me yap about New Who or NuTrek, particularly if my views aren't very favorable? So, in conclusion, like what you like. It shouldn't matter what other people think. You shouldn't be offended or paint with broad brushstrokes. Enjoy Star Trek in whatever forms suit you. Live long and prosper.